Hey, everybody!
That's
time for another podcast.
That's Dave, one of the co-hosts. I'm Jake, the host of this channel, and Jordan.
Hello there.
I'm one of the other co-hosts, and then Reverend Spaceman.
I am wearing a Gundam hat.
He is.
It's really cool.
It's pretty nifty.
You're not going to see it because you'd have to see my face.
Yeah.
I did take a picture
You
of
can just take the hat off and post a picture of it.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, you're all over that Instagrams.
Yeah, so
Jeezy.
it's been a while since I think we've even done a movie review.
I can't remember what the last one was.
That wasn't comic book related.
Yeah.
What, us doing something not comic book related?
I think the last movie review we did was Suicide Squad, but the last non-comic book related movie, I have no idea.
Have we ever done one?
Yeah, I think
we've done.
Yeah.
Besides,
it's just been a long time.
Besides Out of the Loop on my channel with me and Dave.
Yeah.
And also these other two are there.
We haven't done a comic book movie on ours.
Of actually going to see
Are there any
something
we haven't seen?
and it's opening night.
Yeah.
Possibly.
We saw Sausage Party, but we didn't review it.
Yeah.
I don't recall.
I like Sausage Party a lot. I saw it again when I was on my vacation.
Yeah.
It was good.
Still hold up?
Yeah.
I saw it twice. Probably liked it a little less the second time, but
I thought it was alright.
I liked
I
it.
liked it overall. It's
I actually think I
Two
liked
for
the
one
beginning.
review. We getting Sausage Party.
The beginning was good.
Sure.
The ending was good. The middle was.
Yeah, like it had some big laughs, but it was like in between the big laughs, it's kind of just like I'd get a chuckle here and there, but yeah, but I'm kind of like
You can't do
liked
that
it
movie a
overall,
lot.
no.
I'm glad they did it one time.
Yeah.
And we
That
get
was
the
pretty
whole
cool. Yeah.
charm or whatever you want to say of food.
Novelty.
Yeah,
wore off
the
pretty
novelty
fast.
of
Yeah.
using adult language did wear off.
I feel like there were a
fast.
couple scenes that relied on that, but those enough laughs for me to really enjoy it. The message I just fucking loved. Of course I did.
Yeah.
So that's Sausage Party, 10 out of 10 for me.
I don't know, maybe like a 6 out of 10.
Maybe 9.5, 9.7. Really high.
I'd give it several roosters.
I think that's fair.
I still can't think of the other movie we've seen that we reviewed.
We'll probably think of it
All
later,
four
but
of us together, I don't know.
Star Wars? Technically that's
I
not
guess.
a comic book movie, but that's kind of...
That's still kind of in our realm.
yeah, the genre movie.
Just kind of just
the nerd movie that we...
Yeah.
Anyway, this time we went and saw Magnificent Seven,
It
With
was...
the new one.
Yeah, the remake
And
of...
Seven.
It's a remake of an adaptation of Akira Kurosawa's Seven Samurai.
I thought it was more like a remake of a plagiarism. Because wasn't there a whole lawsuit about all that back then?
Yeah, there was a lawsuit.
Yeah, so it's a remake of a plagiarism, and it's not that magnificent.
Wait, are you talking about the one we just saw,
Yeah.
or...
Yeah.
The original,
Okay.
or
I haven't seen the
Samurai?
I haven't seen the original or the original, but this one was not
Well,
magnificent.
so I wouldn't say that the original Magnificent Seven is so much a remake. It's more of like an adaptation and putting a Western...
Reimagining?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's their
reimagining.
interpretation of it.
Yeah, but it is basically the same premise. But on that logic, you could say tons of other movies are adaptations just because they use sort of similar premises and stuff like that, or concepts. But I haven't seen the original, nor have I seen the Seven Samurai. I do mean to watch both of them, though.
I haven't seen a terrible amount of westerns either.
But,
Well, let's start with that.
Yeah.
You, Spaceman, aren't
Alright.
as huge on westerns.
No, I mean I don't particularly.
Yeah,
dislike
wouldn't
it.
guess
it's just,
by his name,
It's just
Spaceman.
not.
Yeah.
It's not your cup of tea, Jake. What's your history?
I really like westerns.
You're probably the biggest western fan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I grew up with westerns because that's like my dad's a big fan of them, and also my grandfather, my dad's side. Like that's really all he watches is like John Wayne westerns. Like
They're always on
Clint
TV.
Eastwood.
Pretty much
Yeah.
all of us.
Every
All
Saturday,
like
you can start when you get up until the
Yeah,
end
you
of
try
the
to
day.
introduce him to like these modern movies, even like
Everything
more,
really was westerns.
Yeah.
Once
Oh, yeah.
upon a time.
it is entertaining because you know,
TV were all
It
westerns.
almost
movies
it
were
almost
westerns.
seemed like 50s, 60s, 70s. It was westerns
Yeah.
or action
pretty
Yeah.
much.
That was kind of the
mixed
superhero
in with a
movies
little
at
bit
the
of
time.
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
drama, but that's in all of those
Aesthetic,
movies.
yeah.
And even though it's been years since I've rewatched a lot of those old westerns that I grew up
Yeah.
with, they are kind of near and dear to my heart. So yeah, I'm a big fan of them, and I like it's one of those genres where it doesn't like so many people are kind of like, oh, is this going to revive the western genre? It doesn't.
No.
It doesn't need to be revived. I think
This
it's
one's definitely
fine
not.
when you get like a couple
Depends on
westerns
how it does
here
in
and
the
there.
box office.
because honestly, as much as I like westerns and like the space western genre, which we could kind of get a little bit more into later, but as much as I like that genre, I think it's fine as just having a few here and there.
Yeah, Dave.
Yeah, it's guess I'm more similar. I haven't been into westerns in a while, but I did grow up watching a lot of them. I mean, just from watching tons of old John Wayne movies on TMC or
Pilgrim.
Yeah, exactly. Rooster Cogburn and all that stuff. I mean, they all kind of blur together for me though, because it's been a long time, so I couldn't even really tell you much of what I've seen specifically. But I mean, I just
there's always a face-off
yeah,
somewhere.
Yeah, very familiar. Yeah, just I mean, I have a familiarity with the genre, but again, it's something I haven't visited a whole lot since childhood.
Yeah, I'm kind of along the same lines. I guess I don't hate them. I like them fine. It's just when one comes around like this, I always go see it. 'Cause I don't get a lot of westerns anymore, but I usually don't sit at the house and watch a lot of them.
But like it's one of those genres where I do always root for when like you hear about anyone, it's kind of like, oh, so and so's making a new western. I'm kind of like,
I do like them, but I'm usually going to pick something over it. That's just kind of how it is.
Because if it's
these
really
days.
bad, it is the nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
I'm not going to try one for a long time.
I guess that's kind of a introduction, I guess, to where we're coming from for this review.
They kept trying westerns after Lone Ranger, so whatever that was.
It was not a great movie, but I
didn't think it was not good.
I didn't think it was as bad as a lot of people said. But
He got a lot of backlash just because he was in Redface, even though, like, isn't he acknowledged by an actual tribe?
He
or
is
something?
like an honorary.
Yeah, so shut the fuck up about that. It doesn't matter. I'm not telling you to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I mean, also shut the fuck up, but
I know he's very respectful, and I saw him talking about it on Letterman. And like, I don't know, he has a great respect for Native American culture. And,
so that's
and they are like fine. Yeah, they embrace him as well. So
so that's
I don't-
fine. Just
he was not the problem. I mean, I don't think Armie Hammer can really carry a movie.
He's a good supporting guy. I like him as supporting, but he's really not getting.
And it was also
it's
the Lone Ranger, but it was more about Tonto.
Yeah. I don't know much about the original show, but it kind of was like that from what I know too. But I don't know.
So I guess like
Yeah, I don't know much about the original show.
we kind of already know your thoughts, but we'll just go around the table starting.
And the Magnificent Seven this time. Got way off track. Already.
Yeah. Well, you all know my thoughts, but the audience doesn't. I thought it was the PG-13 politically correct alternative to Django Unchained. It felt very safe, felt very harmless when it should not be any of those things. Really just didn't need to be a PG-13. It felt kind of watered down. The performances were alright, but I really didn't feel anything for any of the characters.
Will sort of agree with you on that point, that my view of the movie was much more positive than yours.
Yeah, this is weird.
But
What?
It was bound to happen eventually. Not to any extreme. I mean,
I mean, yeah, I
it was
wasn't.
not the greatest
None of us
movie
walked out
And
with
ever made.
that
or
are
anything. I
we
enjoyed
weren't
it.
like, whoa, that's the best movie I've
wasn't-
ever seen. But we
yeah.
also didn't
But
walk
we'll
out saying
agree
that was
with you.
sucked, that terrible. I want my money back.
And I'm not mad I saw it. I just kind of was like, there was a point where I was like,
That's
okay,
another movie to mark off.
I'm wait.
That
Yeah.
you've seen for the year.
Yeah, I'm just kind of. There was a point where I was just kind of waiting for it to be over.
Yeah, and I will kind of agree with you on the point of it being softer. I didn't really, and I think that might have more to do with the PG-13 rating. I do think it should have been rated R, but I didn't really
I just
feel
initially
the
thought
tension.
it was gonna be
Well,
R.
Yeah,
Yes.
I kind of thought it was, but I didn't really feel the tension in
Yeah.
a lot of it.
Grit.
Yeah, there was no true grit.
There was no point where I thought like, oh, this isn't gonna.
It
go
was
well.
a little predictable.
Yeah.
But again, I really liked the cast. I mean, from when it was announced, I was like, okay, they've got
Oh yeah, everyone's gonna
they've
love
got a great
Denzel and Pratt.
Yeah.
So
I like the
And
cast.
I
but
like Ethan Hawke and D'Onofrio's always good.
I kind of felt like they were under. I mean, they were. It was an ensemble, but it kind of felt like they were underutilized. Like they really weren't given enough to work with.
yeah. Plus,
I don't
there are a
disagree.
lot of characters, so you've got to kind
Yeah.
of pick and choose who you devote your time to. Almost like we were talking about with Suicide Squad a while back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get what
I
you're
think
saying.
they did it better than
Yeah.
Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Well,
but like when you've got a lot
I
of
thought you were gonna say I thought
heroes.
Suicide Squad did it better, but I think.
No, this was a better movie than Suicide Squad.
totally different. But
Yeah.
I was just trying to compare
As a-
it to like where there's so many characters. You
Yeah.
gotta kind of
Yeah.
pick and choose who you're going to devote
Yeah.
your main time to, which we knew would be mainly Denzel and Pratt.
Yeah.
Of course. Which I don't mind. I like
But
them
even
both a
then, what
lot.
do we really know about their characters
Yeah.
besides Chris
Yeah.
Pratt likes to do magic tricks, and he's kind of
Card
He
tricks
was
is
just
the
himself in
difference.
a Western.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
he was.
He's become that guy, which
Yeah.
I'm totally fine with. He's one of those actors that he's pretty much going to be playing himself from now on.
And
I did notice his accent kind of
yeah,
It wasn't the
faded,
strongest,
or
but
yeah.
And then
Doesn't
Denzel
really
was
take away
just
from
like
it.
No.
PG-13 Django. Basically, he's a bounty hunter.
Mhm.
He kind of wore the same hat.
I don't know if they really alluded to it earlier, but in the end, spoiler alert.
Oh, yeah.
He's showing off the scars around his neck and telling how he knows
Bogue.
Bogue, yeah. I knew it was something with a B. But
The villain was not a character.
yeah, I will give it. I thought he would. Peter Sarsgaard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It took me forever to realize that was him for some reason.
He plays a really good creep in like
Yes, he
villains.
does.
Because like every role
I'm trying to
he's
think
in,
of like he's just like the weird.
yeah, probably the nicest guy in the world. But anytime I see him,
Kinda
I'm
has
like,
that
Funny how a
he's
lot of
got,
times those guys are.
Flamboyant and
Like Jackie Earl Haley.
yeah,
Seems
or like,
a super nice guy.
yeah, but like they play really good.
Adam
like,
Sandler.
but like when you see him in these roles, and they're like, if Peter Sarsgaard is like a serial killer in a movie, I'm gonna be like, totally,
Yeah.
I
Would've liked
totally
to get to know
believe
him
that.
More. I don't think they didn't really give him enough.
No.
Yeah,
It's just
I'll-
Yeah.
Which I don't.
beginning and end.
Yeah, I don't
He was-
fault it for having a fairly simple plot
yeah.
Yeah, but
because it's not.
you can.
Let's
It's just not one
yeah.
of those.
Let's finish kind of going around the table
Movies.
before we
Okay.
delve. So Jordan, what were your?
I think it was a little long at times, like
Yeah.
kind of you were saying, but that's how westerns are, which
Yeah.
probably is one reason why I've never been huge on them. Because I guess when I was a kid, I wouldn't sit still for 150 minutes watching a western when it's seemingly they're just on their horse,
Yeah.
going around trying to find a bad guy. But besides that, I mean, it was a good movie. I think it's got since we're not in a big western phase right now, I've kind of compared it to comic book movies. Like
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2002 was incredible
Yeah.
when it came out at the time because there wasn't all this great stuff we have
Yeah.
now. Now,
wasn't a whole lot to compare
Yeah.
it to.
Yeah.
yeah, whereas today's westerns, there's not a lot to compare it to
No.
now. So I think this is a good movie now, but if we got
True.
more westerns down the road, I could see this one kind of slipping in a way.
Win
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like,
No,
I think it's
yeah,
good.
I think if we got,
But if we get a little boom in the next 5-10 years, this one could seemingly fall down
Yeah.
Yeah,
our ranking.
that's
So
right.
as of right now, I think it's good. It had some problems here and there, a little long, but I like the cast. Was predictable, but you knew Denzel's going to come out on
Yeah.
top because that's what he
Yeah.
does. But I think for its time, right now where we don't get westerns, I think it's good. It's just ask me in 5-10 years
Yeah.
to see if
It's a
I
good-
still.
and if we got, instead of how many superhero movies did we have this year?
You know,
3.
More than 30.
I mean, total with
Right.
DC and Marvel,
Deadpool, Batman v Superman,
Deadpool, yeah.
Civil War,
Apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
Suicide
Yeah,
Squad.
definitely more
actually
than
Suicide
three.
Squad.
happening.
With, like,
Well, what if we
six.
had? Yeah,
Yeah.
what if we had 5 or 6 westerns?
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking
Yeah.
this one could, be high up there, or it could go down. Just we don't have a lot
That's
to
a good
compare
point.
it to now, which is what I was thinking of while I was watching, and then when
Yeah,
walking
even
out of the theater.
Even if you do just kind of compare it to more ensemble stuff,
Yeah.
it's still a little harder.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't terrible, wasn't great. It's going to do well at the box office because we don't get many westerns.
Yeah.
There's just
Yeah.
not a lot
Else we
out
have
Yeah.
right now?
that's
I mean,
new. And
Probably good timing.
Yeah.
I really
Right
thought in
before
2010
Doctor
True
Strange,
Grit
Star
would bring
Wars,
it back.
yeah.
Yeah.
I really thought True Grit was kind of because it was a really good movie.
Oh, yeah,
remake.
definitely.
I've
So-
really liked the original. I've still not seen
Just
the remake.
judging by how much people like that movie, I
Definitely
thought
worth
it was
watching.
going to get
Yeah, I've heard
Some
good
will-
some sort of a buzz, and we'd be getting more of these at least once a year, like a True Grit type, Magnificent Seven, at least once a year.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah,
I
definitely,
just thought
'cause-
we'd get more of that.
Watching it in the theater too, like everybody, there's a lot more humor than I thought was in the movie too.
Yeah.
I mean,
And it
people
brings
seem
a lot
to
of
laugh at
older
all the
folks out to the
jokes and-
film,
It
or
is,
the
yeah.
movies
That's
too.
kind of the thing I noticed when I went and saw The Revenant. I think even when I saw Cowboys and Aliens, like there were a lot of older people
Yeah.
there, and especially with Cowboys and Aliens,
Well-
it was weird because that didn't seem like it would appeal.
Yeah.
to them. But again, these people grew up more with
well,
westerns and stuff. So
the
anytime it's gonna come to
westerns
theaters,
were
they're
almost
gonna
like
go see it.
our comic book movies
Yeah.
today.
They really were.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what's bringing that demographic out. So that's really where I'm at with
Yeah.
it. Is if we have more to judge on, I could be a little harsher, or I could be a little more praiseworthy.
Yeah.
But
I think
we're just kind of lacking in that
Yeah.
this decade.
I think because
For
I
better
don't
or
have
worse.
quite the history with westerns that really any of you do. Like when I think of westerns that I've seen, I think Django Unchained, Hateful Eight, and the original Django from the '60s. And if you haven't seen that one, it's actually really good. It's because technically Django Unchained is sort of a reboot, but yeah, that one was like, even for the time, it was considered really brutal. Like there's a scene where a guy gets his ear cut off and is forced to eat it. A lot of it would not get like a PG-13 these days.
Yeah.
And then I just felt like this one was just way too safe and like not really family friendly, but you can bring like your older kids to
Yeah,
it.
it's like if you're 13 or 14, do you want your kid to see it? It's not
Yeah.
totally violent, but there's
Yeah.
there's points.
You can bring your 10-year-old to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
it doesn't push the envelope as much.
Yeah. And
So,
I guess when it could have.
Which I don't. Not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not.
It's getting more money
It's not
because
like
of
an
it.
Oscar
Yeah.
movie or anything.
No,
it's,
it's-
No.
It is
But it-
more of just a summer popcorn flick.
but it didn't seem really fun enough to be a blockbuster either.
no, and I
It's
think
a-
that's
it came
not
out
a
at the right
blockbuster.
yeah,
Yeah,
very
it
end of
really-
September
Yeah.
to get ready for your fall little Oscar
Yeah,
little run. This was kind of a good way to
Yeah.
start up the fall.
Yeah.
I would say I'm probably the most positive in the movie because I really liked it.
This feels so weird.
A little bit.
'cause
It's just like
I'm the one who's daving on it, and I'm kind of
It's bound to happen eventually.
I'm daving on it pretty hard, actually.
I guess
I
since
enjoyed it. It's not perfect by any means.
no,
but I
because like
enjoyed it.
here's the thing. This basically falls like all under a lot of the classic like Western tropes,
Oh,
where basically
Definitely.
pretty much the opening scene, Denzel, the protagonist, waltzes into town on his horse, and people are kind of like,
Already better than the Preacher
actually-
TV show.
oh, so
I actually thought that
But-
should have been the very beginning. You see him a little bit, you don't know who he is, and then you introduce Bogue and at the church and
Yeah.
everything. And a weird, almost cameo from Matt Bomer
Yeah, it's
Kind
like
of
he got
expected him
billed
to-
on it when they were doing the names in the beginning.
because he's big enough to, I guess, play a very small,
Yeah, I was like,
small but pivotal role.
I thought there was going to at least be a little more.
I thought he was going to be a much bigger part.
but it is kind of like that again. It falls under basically all the classic Western tropes. You got your like kind of the antagonist shows up into like the small town to kind of be like, this is my town. Shoots up people, the town, or kills a few people to show he's a badass and he's the villain. And then
Burns
they're
the
kind
church,
of
but not all the way down.
yeah, and then it's that way the people are like, we gotta do something,
Kinda
but we
distorts it
can't.
a little bit
And so
for the look.
yeah, like obviously, like
The aesthetic
it's
he was going
not the
for,
greatest movie in
yeah.
the world, but I guess, and I understand like your sentiments of like it was safe and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm still perfectly fine with it. Like it's basically everything I wanted in this movie. Like was it predictable at times? Sure. Was it kind of cliche at times? Sure. But I
I
still
think
really
a lot of what made up for that was the cast, though.
yeah, the casting was brilliant. Again, like Denzel always delivers. Chris Pratt was great as
Chris
Again,
Pratt.
Chris,
Yep.
Chris
I
Pratt.
don't remember any character.
What was his name?
You know what you're getting with him, but at the
Yeah.
same time, I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah,
like.
that's why I
Chris-
said he's one of those
Yeah.
actors. That
But like
can-
when
Kind of wish
away
he
with
would,
playing
he would
himself.
come out and do.
You know,
some
the Passengers
crazy
looks different though.
Oscar-winning thing.
That's
Well, he did
basically what he's
her.
coming to.
yeah.
Different for him. Yeah.
But yeah, but that
He
was,
was barely in it.
and he wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't. The
Wish he
lead.
would do some kind of unexpected thing where
Yeah.
just to kind of prove himself.
Yeah,
Again, I
like-
like him a lot, but I don't think as an actor he's really.
proven himself.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I don't think he has it in him. I just
No,
I just haven't
Needs
seen
the right
it.
role.
He, yeah, he could.
He
I-
invented
I-
Star Lord.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's going to carry over with
Yeah.
him in every movie.
Yeah.
One thing I was surprised at though was Vincent D'Onofrio's character because he's
Not what I thought he would be.
he's a pretty big guy. He's like a
Yeah.
big burly.
He's still got the
like,
Daredevil weight
uh,
on him.
Yeah.
tracker like in the movie, and from the you didn't really get a whole lot of like
No.
feel for like him in the trailer, but
Because I almost
since he's a big
didn't
guy,
notice him.
I forgot.
you expected him to be like very kind of macho, kind of like, yeah, let's go kick some ass. But he's very like soft spoken, so I actually kind of like that.
Yeah.
It was jarring at first, and like,
It's just
what?
more
Why
credit
isn't
to
he
him as
like,
an actor.
why isn't he all like macho, like wanting to like wrestle a bear or something? But he's very soft spoken and kind of a little out there at times. Like where there are moments where I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
think he's all there in the head.
I thought
One
that
too
he
many
was not all
gunfights.
there in
Yeah.
the head the whole time.
But
Let's say
I didn't hate the character, but I kind of wish there was more of him.
yeah,
Actually,
I kind of didn't. I thought they overdid because his death scene, again, spoiler alert, his death scene and Chris Pratt's are very similar. Though
Yeah.
Chris Pratt's was different enough.
yeah. But I was a little
He still
surprised that he
won.
died in the movie because I think this is the first movie he's
Yeah,
died
I was
in.
about to say.
Yeah.
Like
bring
it's
that
not
up
a,
at some point.
it wasn't a big surprise, but I
No,
guess like
especially
I knew
the way-
somebody was gonna die.
I
Yeah.
kind of figured the way he did it.
I thought it would be him or Denzel.
Like I knew he was gonna destroy the Gatling
Yeah.
gun somehow.
Mhm.
He wasn't gonna die before that happened.
Yeah, but also did really like I forget the actor's
I
name.
kind of called him out for him dying pretty early on.
Yeah,
Just the way he was, and like, well, I didn't expect as many of them to die as they did.
They were like-
I figured a pretty good portion of them would die.
They're like-
I
two of
definitely
them left?
thought if anybody was gonna die, I'm like, it was gonna be him.
yeah.
But also like the Asian guy. I forget the actor's name. His character's name was Billy. He was a really cool character.
Again, I felt like there wasn't enough.
I
of
wasn't
him.
entirely clear on his relationship with Ethan Hawke, but
It seemed like that was another thing that I
They
actually
were
liked.
lovers.
Maybe, but one thing that I did.
I would have liked to know more about Ethan Hawke's character.
One thing that I did like about his character, though, is it seemed like he. They did mention that he was like this top Confederate like
Yeah.
general or
Midnight
soldier,
something.
Vaguely
and
mentioned.
killed tons of people. And so I like that he was kind of going through like post traumatic stress in moments in the
Yeah.
movie, which I think is realistic. Like
Yeah, that
in other moments
added
of like
another element for
yeah,
him.
because like in other movies, like just little things like that add a little bit more
Oh yeah.
layers to these characters. Who sure they could have been fleshed out a little bit more, but I think it
It
adds.
almost feels like that was his whole character, though.
Yeah,
like
but I
he didn't
think
really have a
it's-
personality besides I don't want to shoot.
Yeah, but I think it's enough in these ensemble
They all
movies to kind
sort
of.
were more or less one dimensional.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kind
but-
of serve.
I thought it was
They
cool
serve
when
it
they're doing the
perfect.
shooting scene. Chris Pratt challenges him,
Yeah.
and everyone thinks he's just gonna butcher it, and he nails it.
Because there was kind of the debate when, like, when the first shootout in the when the Magnificent Seven show up in town and take out like some of the men left behind. Because Bo goes to Sacramento for something.
Well, I think at the beginning he basically gives them an ultimatum. He's
Oh, yeah.
I'm only going to give you $20 for
like every parcel of land.
yeah. And if you don't like it, I'm just going to come back and kill you all
Yeah.
in 3 weeks. So I'm going to leave.
Your choice.
Yeah, he basically just gives them an ultimatum.
Mhm.
The first option
Sort of burns
sounds
the church
a whole
and-
lot better to me,
Yeah.
personally.
You know, shows his muscle and. You know, he's there to intimidate. He gives
Yeah.
them a little bit of some
And leaves some-
I
leaves
guess, yeah.
some
Or
of
I
his
guess he
men behind.
assumes that they're all just going to leave.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to pay that ridiculous fee, and they know he can just come and kill them.
Well, no,
all.
it wasn't like a ridiculous fee, like expense wise. It was like
No,
because he was
well,
undercharged.
Yeah,
or
that's what I
undercutting. Yeah,
meant.
yeah.
But,
But
yeah, it was such a low ball. Nobody
yeah.
was going to.
But I did like that, like in
For
that
that.
shootout when one of the guys is escaping and Ethan Hawke's character, he's got a perfect shot, but he doesn't take it, and Billy, the Asian guy, covers for him. He's like, "Oh, the gun was jammed." So I think basically his role was to kind of like fill in for Midnight, the character of Ethan Hawke, because everyone knows he's such a
He's
renowned
this legend.
Yeah, but he's kind of sworn away from violence and killing and stuff like that, so he kind of has him take over to like kind of cover for him.
Yeah.
So I imagine like if you have that kind of reputation, you don't want it to get taken away from you, even if you did tell people it's like, hey, no, I've sworn off from violence, because in the West, people would still
That's not
challenge
gonna
you.
fly.
Yeah, some asshole would still be like, hey, man. Start shoving you and like pushing you in a drunken brawl and be like, "Shoot me, I dare you." So I think that's
And if
the
he
role
worked up
that,
the nerve, he would, and
Yeah.
the guy would be screwed.
so I think that's the role that like he served. And also I think like the backstory is he was
Yeah,
originally
because he also died when Ethan Hawke died.
yeah, but he originally like was sent to capture Billy's character,
That's right. Yeah.
but then like he was like such a badass. He was like, I don't want to.
I need
Actually,
to befriend this.
yeah, I need to
guy.
befriend
Yeah.
this guy. So I like that I like some of the camaraderie between the characters because it's one of those things where they don't particularly like each other at the beginning, but they're kind of like
we didn't get off because half of this movie really could have been them all trying to get along.
Yeah,
and they suddenly. But I like that it was based. We're getting paid. We're here to do a job.
Yeah.
We all, nobody was really enemies within the group.
But there were those moments where they were kind of like picking at each other, like anyone would do in that situation, and they're kind of like, "Oh, I think we're bonding. We're becoming best friends."
Few moments, and there wasn't too much of it.
Yeah,
a few moments of levity they had, and they're all drinking together.
Yeah, I think it was well balanced with like the action, the tension, and the humor and stuff like that. So yeah, I really like the movie. It's like I wasn't let down. I didn't
the
have
more
super.
I think about it, I think I like it more. But
Yeah. I didn't
again,
have
not perfect, but
No.
I still keep going back to we don't have a lot to judge it from in these standards. Which I mean, it's not the movie's fault. So that's why I think it's still good. It's just
I'm still kind of daving on it.
I could still see it going down
your
if we had more like True Grit stuff coming out. I could see it going being a little different.
Yeah, with bigger names attached, or you might get some indie sort of.
Yeah, I'm glad they made a Western and it's turned out it's going to do well in the box office. So,
and again, like I do hope that because again, like the Western genre it's never gonna like have that resurgence. A lot of people because anytime anytime like
a
Western
if you could just get
comes
something
out,
once a year, every 18 months like this, I'd be pretty.
So
happy.
I honestly think it's a genre that's best served like only like kind of sprinkled in here and there.
Well, it depends on what you do with it too.
And who the director is.
Yeah, of course. But I wouldn't mind seeing not another Cowboys and Aliens movie, but another type of kind of
space western.
Well, just come to think of it, there's not that many Western movies I've even seen in theaters. Either I was too young, or they just don't do them anymore.
Yeah.
Or you have, like you ever see, I don't know, like a medieval horror, alien abduction thing.
Yeah.
It's for some reason alien abduction or
I think
alien encounter seems to be modern.
Yeah.
But it's like aliens would have presumably always been around. I'd like to see some aliens abduct all the characters on Game of Thrones and bring them into space and give them robots.
Because you're such a big Game of Thrones fan.
Yeah, I just think it needs
Name
more
one
space
character from the show.
Aquaman.
Close enough.
Yeah, he was on the show. Same actor.
Then the nerve is to the Germanin. That's
that,
one of
that one right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brad? Is someone named Brad on there?
I do like again like there are elements.
Jonathan
like
Blizzard.
even like
Stuntman.
Star Wars has, or at least the original trilogy more so, has elements of like westerns because
Oh, yeah.
George Lucas was a big fan of like those old spaghetti westerns and those Kurosawa
the furniture
films.
was so fragile. Was hoping to have a classic bar brawl where all the furniture was really fragile.
Yeah, it made it like paper.
Yeah.
Million ways to die in the West.
Yeah.
Obviously, the best
Western.
I mean, it totally slipped my mind somehow.
Yeah, it could have been better. It was.
I think
okay.
I liked it better than I think the general consensus was, but it could have been better.
I think for me, it just had that problem of like always reminding me of better movies. Like, I know I keep bringing up Django, but the scene where Denzel walks into a bar, kills the bartender, and hey, turns out like, don't shoot me, I got a bounty on this guy. Literally, that same scene, almost beat for beat, happened in Django Unchained. And then like, there were other examples of it I kind of forgot, but just kind of like, the machine gun, that was in the original Django.
Yeah.
Just kind of reminded me of like, oh, I could just go watch this instead, because both of those movies are better than this one.
Yeah. Again, there are elements that. So imagine like some of the scenes were taken from the original into this remake. Because there are scenes like in Open Range, which is another really good Western with Kevin Costner and Robert Duvall, where basically like those two characters get in like this big shootout with it's kind of the same, in a way, same premise, like this kind of corrupt guy who like runs the town with like his like little small army of maybe like 20, 30 people, and Kevin Costner and Robert Duvall kind of band together with the townspeople to kind of be like, we gotta fight for our land, and like this kind of shootout where they're completely outnumbered and ill-trained and stuff like that. But
it also kept reminding me of 300. This one also reminded me of 300.
A little bit.
They were also buff. And naked.
And the way they were like bottlenecking them. And,
Well, I mean that's good strategy.
And then I was thinking like, man, I could just watch the 300.
But there were elements that like that was taken from like probably obviously the original, but also other westerns where they were kind of cherry picking elements of other good westerns where they're kind of like let's
in general.
So again, I think that's why like I'm very positive is because it's a good movie, but also in a way not just a remake, but kind of an homage to other westerns where it's kind of like
I definitely got
this is definitely
these
a
are
movie
all the
for Western
good
fans.
things you want in a western. Nothing new, but just. This is
Just
all you like to see.
This is it's almost like a thanks for waiting, Western fans. We've been away for a while.
Yeah, exactly.
There's something to hold you over.
Yeah, I feel like the more we
More
talk
or
about
less,
it, I like
you
it
know.
more.
Positive attitude.
Literally the opposite's happening with me.
You hate it more.
I'm David harder and harder.
Figaro.
I'm not to the point of hating or even disliking it. It's just.
Go to hell, Dave. Making it in the recycling bin.
You're the only one.
Ooh.
That's weird because I'm probably the least athletically
all right.
inclined.
Yeah.
What else? Anything else we want to touch on with this for ratings?
Really just felt like a shallow movie to me, honestly.
I mean, I did like that it kind of started where it began in the church.
Yeah,
and then,
I did like that.
Yeah.
The girl got to kill Bogue.
I did kind of see that coming.
Predictable.
I was waiting
but
for, and then
kind
I'm
of
like,
like the
okay, is she
poetic
coming or not?
justice of it.
And that scene reminded me of The Dark Knight Rises. This might be a better movie than that.
What?
I wouldn't say.
Wait, you've actually admitted it. I've never heard you say Rises is better than something.
Wow.
No, I meant this is better than Rises.
Oh,
There's
What you said and you're wrong.
There's nothing I can say in that I'm just
no way.
I don't know.
We could go on forever about that.
No way.
Rises
I like the
is
kind
just
of poetic
fine.
justice of it.
Yeah.
Because
No.
spoiler alert, her husband is killed
Like the first guy that dies in the town,
Mhm.
like when Bogue shows up.
because he's the one who kind of stands up for.
Yeah. Like you can't do this.
Who do you think
Bam!
you are?
Shot dead.
Like no,
Yeah.
this is who I think I am.
Yeah.
But, yeah, again, it's way better than the show Preacher.
Yeah.
From the
Probably.
I've only seen the pilot, but yeah.
The show is terrible. Like, not trying to insult the people who like the show, but the show is
But
awful.
we're insulting the people who like the show.
We're insulting the people that made the show.
I am glad they at least got the Saint of Killers. Like, they did him decently in Cassidy, and that's about it. Everything else is just kind of like, this is
Again, I'm
awful.
not as familiar with the comics, so I didn't hate the pilot as much. I thought it had potential, but
Okay, here's the
still
biggest...
didn't love the pilot. Again, I'm probably not going to watch the rest of season
Don't.
one anytime soon.
No,
but
I'm going to go on a bit of a rant here. Here's the biggest problem with the show. Sorry I'm getting off track, but bear with me.
yeah, my only impressions are from one
The
episode.
biggest problem with the show is that it was a prequel to the comics. You can name on one hand how many prequels have there been in movie history, TV show history, Hollywood history that are good.
Star Wars.
That are good.
Prometheus.
Star Wars.
I like Prometheus.
I didn't care that much for the movie.
I actually thought it was pretty
Like
cool.
Yeah,
Temple
not
of-
perfect, but I liked it overall.
Indiana
of Doom.
Jones,
Temple of Doom.
That's one of the only good ones.
Yeah.
I didn't care for Temple of Doom.
I like it because
Well,
it's
see,
dark.
here we go. We're mixed on all these prequels.
Star
'Cause
Wars.
Why
Really
make
like Crusades.
prequels
Star
of
Wars is
something?
the
We're also just mixed.
the base for
Like,
great
we
prequels.
all have.
We're all of mixed heritage.
Yeah.
Also, like, okay, here's another thing too. Like,
You didn't
Cowboys
know
and
that,
The only-
did you?
the only argument I could get where they're kind of like, let's do a prequel, is to kind of like introduce people to the crazy hyper-violence and insanity that is Preacher. But okay, AMC, you bought the rights to it. You know what you were getting in for. Go balls deep. Just go balls to the wall with the insanity and hyper-violence instead of being like, let's prequelize it to soften the blow.
AMC is kind of the problem.
That's another
it's
problem.
another thing that
AMC's
just
soft, dog.
God.
you can't. And I'm surprised what they have been able to get away with Walking
Yeah,
Dead.
but still,
you
Preacher.
can't. Even Walking Dead shouldn't really be
No.
on a basic cable network. They just, I mean, you just can't. Do
All the
it
shows
justice
suck on that network now.
Yeah.
after they lost Mad Men.
Yeah.
Which was incredible.
I do hear Better Call Saul's alright, but I'm behind on
I
that.
don't care about it.
I liked the first season a lot.
I would just rather them leave Breaking Bad alone.
It really, they do though. I mean, it's really just an exploration of that
Even
character.
just having a spin-off.
Yeah,
like,
but
we're
it
just
does-
trying
it-
to ride the coattails.
can we?
It
Something
doesn't-
as perfect as Breaking Bad. Can we just leave it alone? We don't leave things alone
they-
enough.
They do leave it alone. Like,
No, I mean completely. I don't want to see anything about any other character in any other universe. Let it be what it was.
wait, there's a prequel that's good. Better Call Saul.
I haven't
only
actually
saw the
seen
first
it, but
episode.
I've heard good
I liked it
things.
a lot.
But again, it's still a fact that you could probably list on like one hand how many good prequels and successful prequels.
Not always the same thing.
Yeah.
So-
So
ratings for Magnificent.
I guess we'll start with Richard or Reverend Spaceman.
Since we already know.
They know my name.
Darn it.
It's been mentioned on here before.
Only if you're a true fan, you know that.
Yeah.
Because people listening to this haven't listened to anything else we've done.
No, ever. I guess since I use the letter ratings, I'd give it a C minus.
Okay.
Figured that's what you'd say.
Yeah, a passing grade. Could have done better. I'm a little disappointed, but I'm not mad.
Seem mad at it. No.
It's not. It's
You
better.
got madder as the night.
It's
went
better.
on.
It's better than PSO2, the animation.
We all know that story.
We're not going to get into that.
Oh, no, we're not.
Too late.
Yeah,
It's too late for that nonsense.
yeah. It's probably better than Preacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's better than The Dark Knight Rises.
Oh,
Actually, probably not.
again, like
Thank you.
I said, it's nothing new, nothing special, but I really enjoyed it, so I'm gonna give it a 7. Like it's definitely something that I would like
I think that
rewatch
is its
again.
IMDb score. Close to it.
You know,
That's
like
everything's IMDb score.
like if it comes on
More
TV
or
or like Netflix or whatever, some kind of streaming service, I'll be like, yeah, watch me some Magnificent Seven. I really enjoyed that movie.
yeah, I'd recommend it as a rental, but I wouldn't say pay full theater price like we did.
Yeah.
I regret nothing.
I
really
didn't pay
enjoyed it.
full theater price, but I paid the price.
I mean, I'm not mad that I did, but like,
But
if-
you're
You're not going to get
furious.
those 3 hours back
yeah,
from the time you're in the theater.
yeah. I mean, I'm not mad. Just like
Yeah.
to other people, I would say just wait for the rental.
I recommend seeing it in theaters.
Dave.
Fuck you then.
I would give it a horsey, a duck.
Horsey sauce or horsey?
Just a horsey.
Okay.
A little
The
horsey.
Pokemon?
No. Just like a tiny horse.
Oh, oh, horsey.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just a little horsey, a duck.
Not a horsey, a horsey.
Thank you for the
A duck named
clarification.
Reginald.
Horsey.
And a kitten named Bob.
Okay.
All right.
I would have named the kitten Gerald, but you know,
I'd
it's
give
fair.
it
No,
3.
it's not a Gerald
I'd give it 3 out of 5 pistols.
Ooh, I like that. Very fitting.
Topical.
Yeah. It's
Gun violence. It's a real thing.
yeah, it's nothing I need to see again, but you know, if it's on one day
Yeah.
and try to kill some time, sure, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I gotta turn it right away.
Yeah.
It's a decent afternoon movie.
Yeah, and there's I think it's one down the road. There's going to be particular scenes I'll want to see rather than if I turn it on during just like kind of a slow part, I might flip the channel. But if it comes on, if it comes on during one of the action or the gunfights, I'll keep it on. But
Okay. Oh yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll move on to the ending segment of what we experienced and what we didn't experience.
I guess I'll go last because mine's kind of this whole thing.
is it the thing you talked about earlier?
Is that the thing you're wearing on your head?
It's part of it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Who wants to start us off then?
Okay.
Looking at Jordan.
Yeah, I'll just say I think I mentioned this last time. I've been doing some audio books and been doing some Star Wars stuff, but I changed it up a little bit. This is still related to Star Wars, but I've been listening to Carrie Fisher's biographies and memoirs. It's pretty interesting. She's had quite a crazy life with all her stories and her trips to the mental hospital and all her drug addictions, and it's makes for some good stories, but there is some sad stuff.
Yeah.
Like her first book, Wishful Drinking, was like a Broadway play in the DVD, and then I watched it afterwards. It was pretty cool. I mean, she's underrated. She doesn't do a whole lot of acting anymore, but she's...
I loved her Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah. I mean, she does good cameo roles when she acts, but like back in the 80s and stuff when she was married to Paul Simon and kind of her career was on a big high and a buzz because of Star Wars. She just kind of goes through all those stories and how Star Wars has affected her life and the positives and the negatives. And just from being a kid of two famous superstars back in the day, and it's got a lot of funny stuff and a lot of sad stuff, like I said. But if you're into biographies or like Star Wars and want to go into deeper, I'd recommend it.
The last biography.
So I read that one, and then I'm almost done with her second one. And then she's got a third one coming out in October, which is called The Princess Diarist, which is she recently found all her diaries from Star Wars, so she's gonna like read those off.
Cool.
So it's been cool. Listen, I probably wouldn't read them if they were just
read it. Or?
Yeah, that's what makes it, because it's her sarcastic tone in a lot of it, and it makes well for the funny stories. So she's doing that. So I think that comes out in the fall. So I'll be looking forward to that as well.
She seems to have kind of a pretty good sense of humor about
it. She's very funny.
She's
Really funny. So I wish she would do more Broadway stuff, because I'd see it, because we saw her do a Q&A at Comic-Con. That was pretty funny. So
I mean,
it's laid back and
kind of cordial with the audience and the fans in general.
Yeah.
And you actually got to go meet her one-on-one.
Yes. Hopefully I will again one day.
She'll remember you.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Right on.
I'm trying to meet her. I'm trying to meet her daughter. That's the goal.
And that's through her daughter.
Yeah. If whatever it takes, I'll suit up for it.
Whatever that means.
I'm ready for the trials.
All right, Dave. What are you experiencing and gonna experience?
So I guess you're gonna experience.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
I figured like you were.
That's kind of what I meant.
Okay. I recently, finally, after all the hype, watched the first season of True Detective, which is really good. I hear the second season was a complete disappointment. That's just why I'm not totally ready, even though I did want to jump right into it, but when I'm not totally ready to jump into it, I'm finally on board with the McConaissance. I've got to say, I really enjoyed Matthew McConaughey's character and his, which apparently, just looking into some background, apparently he wrote like a 450-page manifesto, like on the character Rust Cole that he plays.
Really?
Yeah. And I like it takes place back in the late 80s, early 90s, and then like 2012.
The flashbacks.
Yeah, McConaughey, Woody Harrelson. I mean, it was a huge show when it came on, but I think it definitely lives up to the hype.
Yeah.
I'd recommend it.
And Alexandra Daddario scenes.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yep. Not enough of those, but
No.
I mean, yeah.
I'll probably watch it before I watch Game of Thrones.
I recommend it.
Yeah, I think you'd like it.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. When am I going to experience? I just
Season 2.
I'm not sure how soon, honestly. I mean, I like Colin Farrell.
Yeah, don't.
It's fun.
You take your time. Rachel McAdams is in it.
And Taylor Kitsch.
He's literally full of bees, according to Mr. Sunday.
Okay. But I recently just picked up the first volume of The Fade Out by Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips, frequent collaborators. I read Fatale by them. The current thing that's out now.
I like them.
Is Kill or Be Killed. Also a great album. Has nothing to do with, but really good series. So I picked up the first volume of The Fade Out, which I think maybe set in the 40s or 50s, kind of revolves around the screenwriter and this movie production.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's murder and other mystery stuff, which is typical for them.
I like noirs a lot, so if you're into that kind of thing, that'd be good.
I mean, I like Ed Brubaker a lot, so I think I'll enjoy it.
Cool beans. Something I experienced is I recently purchased the debut album of this band Tokyo Blade, who were part of the new wave of British heavy metal, along with like bands like Iron Maiden, Saxon, stuff like that. Back in like the late 70s.
That new band Enzo you like.
Yeah. And they had their peak, like, again, like in the early 80s and stuff like that, along with all these other bands. And they're still pretty popular, like, in England, their home country, but, like, they never quite reached that threshold. But it was just one of those things where, like, after I listened to a couple songs, I was just kind of like, I need to have, like physically own some of this band's music. And I love the debut album, like, 'cause I listened to it on Apple Music. In particular, the
Sponsor
song.
us.
Yeah, please. In particular, the song "If Heaven Is Hell."
I did actually go listen to that.
That's so good. Like, it was one of those things where, like, immediately after listening to that, just that one song is like, I need to listen to the whole. Yeah, I was like, I need to listen to the whole album.
You'll buy an album off a song.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
It also has, like, it's 2 discs because it's like a deluxe edition, and the second disc is actually like their EPs that they released before they officially became Tokyo Blade, because they went under a few other monikers before, like Tokyo Blade. So like it has like demos and like the EPs from like, I guess from like the late 70s, which are really good as well. So it's basically like probably altogether like about 18 songs. So
Not bad.
yeah, and if you guys are just a big fan of like music, especially metal, definitely give it a listen. It's great. And I guess what I'm gonna experience, I don't know anything specifically, but I know Netflix has added some more like kind of classic films. Like I think they actually added some Akira Kurosawa films, and especially after seeing Magnificent Seven, hopefully they'll have Seven Samurai or I don't know, maybe the original.
I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, so that's something I plan on doing this weekend while I'm off, is just kind of like maybe watching some classic
I'm not off
movies
this weekend.
to get a better appreciation for films, because I've seen some classic films, but I haven't seen a whole lot, so I need to kind
into
of
the history of
get a better appreciation for
Get
it.
that.
All right. What I experienced was a vacation.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't give you permission to go on vacation.
I know. I just left right
Starring
in
I
the
thought we
Helms.
sent you on a remote.
Starring Ed
You
Helms and
didn't
Christina
film
Applegate.
anything.
I didn't. I got some pictures. Well, I did film like. All right. I went to New Jersey to visit some friends up there, but
I mean, down
Hello,
there
friends, if you're
in
listening.
Canada.
well, I had to fly to Kentucky from Canada, and then drive all the way up. So for me,
It
it's
just
up
makes
there.
more sense economically.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, so these are weird times we live in.
Yeah, it was really, really bizarre. But yeah, I got to see. I was in New Jersey. I was visiting them, staying at their place. But I got to go to New York and Philly while I was there, and just kind of see a few of the sites in New Jersey. There's not many, but in New York, I did film a whole like 10 seconds of the big square hole in the ground of the 9/11 memorial. It's a water fountain now, and got
Did you throw a coin in and make a wish?
No, I didn't have any change on me. All I had was cash. Just throw $100 in there, you know.
And all your wishes will come true.
Yeah.
Make it rain.
Pick up a soggy dollar, $100.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, no, you can't get down there. It's just like it's literally a big hole in
this
the
is
ground.
America, Richard. If somebody wants to get down there, they'll get down there. This is America.
That's true. I didn't try, but I probably should have.
Yeah, America.
One of
Yeah.
your few visits to America, I wouldn't expect you to
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
That's yeah. I'm so used to
We're
Canadian
Canadian
law.
after
Yeah.
all.
You can't go anywhere in Canada.
You had
just
you had
out of
American
politeness.
$100 bill.
Yeah, I
Like, there are
mean,
no signs or anything saying you can't go down there, but as Canadians, no. It's
we don't
just
have
polite
any.
to go down.
We don't have any guns, so we can't force ourselves in anywhere.
Hey,
But yeah. But yeah, I saw that. Got
I'm
to
glad
see-
you edit out all our A's
Yeah,
at, the end
right,
of,
yeah.
at the end of our sentences.
It's so
Hey.
distracting for
Yeah.
non-Canadian viewers.
Yeah.
Sorry, but
Hey.
I just
Um,
want to congratulate you on your
good
editing.
job on all your
One
editing.
might have slipped into this one.
None of my profanity or controversial opinions when I slip them in. You keep those, but all the A's.
I mean, it's the raw grittiness of this podcast.
Yeah.
We gotta maintain that.
Yeah, something Magnificent Seven really needed. But anyways, got to see the One World Trade Center, Freedom Tower, whatever they're calling it now. That was neat. It was just really tall. I didn't really get anywhere near it, but I saw the Empire State Building. Got a picture of that.
Mm-hmm.
Afterwards, we hit a Subway. Came out at Penn Station.
Good sandwiches, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, why you needed to go to Penn Station after Subway?
Yeah.
I know.
Subway was the appetizer.
Yeah, so like, well,
So
this
you
is
just
fine.
got
I
like,
want,
yeah,
this is fine.
With
I
the
want a better
cold.
sub. Subway is.
I want something hot now.
Subway's a Magnificent Seven. Penn Station is Django Unchained.
Especially on Tuesdays with the deals.
Yeah, but yeah, the Penn Station. That is an actual station
Hey.
from Pennsylvania. I think you can get to Pennsylvania from there. It's all really close. We checked out Midtown Comics since this is a comic podcast mostly.
Yeah.
That was really cool. The whole like first floor was just wall to wall comics, like the wall and then a whole other aisle just full of new comics. Tons of trades, a decent selection of manga, a bunch of back issues. It was really great. Second floor was all merchandise. I spent way too much money on Gundams because they were cheaper there. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna just buy a whole bunch of these, and I did. So yeah, Midtown, sponsor us.
Yeah.
Because you're
Maybe,
great.
yeah.
Because you're great.
you're not already doing well enough.
Yeah.
You need that a little extra push from us here at Pasty Pale
I
Productions.
mean, we might have just encouraged like 3 people
It's the
to
Pasty
go
Pale
there.
manga.
It is.
Yeah.
After that, checked out Times Square. Really nice.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of places to buy stuff and
Do
really
things.
yeah, and do things and stuff. I got to see, you know, it as you know, it's famous for there being like just people dressed up as characters walking around to get pictures.
Yeah.
Did you see the Naked Cowboy?
No.
Oh.
It's disappointing.
I did see some of the Avengers, kinda. I saw Spider-Man 3, Black Suit Spider-Man.
Emo.
No, he was in the suit, but yeah.
I mean, probably underneath.
Yeah.
Probably, I assume. Black Panther and I think Captain America, and they were taking a picture with someone. So I just kind of snuck in and took a picture, and Black Panther growled at me, which was great.
It's like, no, I just want the picture of that person.
Yeah,
Why would you take picture of me?
You got growled at by royalty.
yeah, that was great.
That is not what a reverend does.
Yes, yes. That's what this reverend does. But yeah, checked out the shops. The Disney store there was obviously better than the one in Canada here, in you know, Lexington, Canada.
Yeah, you got a nice shirt from there, I can see.
Yeah, this shirt totally came from there. It's in the font after all.
Yeah.
And I
So it
didn't-
has to be.
Yeah, and I didn't just buy it from some militant anti-theist on the internet. Disney store was great. We were gonna check out the Toys R Us, but apparently it closed down.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's like 3. It was like 3 stories. They just didn't
Yeah, I
do it.
remember.
I guess toys aren't us.
It's gonna
I
be
guess
a
so.
bookstore now.
Yeah,
They changed it to Babies R Us.
yeah. Apparently there was like a whole 3-story Toys R Us there, and I didn't get to go, but I did get to check out Nintendo World, which, if you don't know, is just a big old store full of Nintendo merchandise. They have a few games, but it's mostly merchandise. And I sent Jake a picture of a whole bunch of Zelda stuff that I specifically didn't buy. But
I wanted to buy it all.
yeah, they had a whole like Zelda corner. They had like the hats that Zelda wears. You know, his green hat.
You shut your whore mouth.
They had his sword. They had Zelda's sword and his like Zelda shield. But like they had him as slippers. What a legend that guy is, Zelda.
You son of a bitch.
And right next to that was the Pokemon corner. I bought a little like dangly Raichu to hang in my rearview mirror.
It's like a dang hanging Chad, but
Yeah.
dangling, right? You?
That's Raichu, yeah. I think that's about all I got there. I got a Yoshi for my mom's birthday because she likes Yoshi, and it was pretty well. And I played Pokemon Go for the first time in a month because you can still play that. Apparently, it still exists.
That still exists.
It
Yeah.
didn't just completely die out.
Yeah,
Not even 2 months ago, it was the
I
talk
know.
of the nation.
yeah.
That's
And now it's
what
gone.
those things do. I mean, that's what happens.
We even went on some hunts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's some pretty good hunts.
Together as a group.
Yeah.
We don't hang out like at all.
No, we
No.
hate each other.
We even made an effort to go hunt.
yeah. I wanted to when I was drunk, but y'all wouldn't let me.
You
We
could
didn't
barely.
want you to get injured.
Yeah, you could barely walk.
It was dark.
I'm sure it would have been
You could
fine.
barely high five someone from across the room.
I did a pretty good job at that. I mean, I high-fived him so hard I bruised my pinky. That's how you do it.
Yeah, you
Still
did.
healing.
You
Yeah.
high five hard.
But yeah, the place was crawling with Magnemite and Voltorbs. I caught a Voltorb and named it Muhammad. Of course. What?
Of course.
There's no more suitable name for a Voltorb, a Pokemon that blows itself up that you find in New York. After that, I actually just tried a Five Guys for the first time ever. I just got some fries. They were pretty
Cool.
good.
Work on license.
Yeah, because it was like
Five Guys
right
is
across the
really
street.
good.
It is good, yeah.
Yeah, it was just right across
Very
the street.
greasy,
So I was
but
like,
good.
why not?
Yeah.
And those Five Guys are great.
Yeah. Walked past but didn't go in the HBO studio. I sent a picture of that too. Had some show on I've never heard of. They were advertising like the whole thing was like advertising some throne show I've never even heard of. It's really
I think it
obscure.
comes on this fall.
The game show.
Yeah, the game show.
Probably Westworld.
Yeah,
show's
that. Yeah,
gonna
that.
come on.
Like
I was
Westworld.
to that show.
That Westworld game show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't go in there. Did go inside NBC though. Just kind of got a look at the first floor. The gift shop.
Complained about the whole Conan situation.
Yeah, right. But they had the gift shop where everything was too expensive and I didn't get anything. They did have like actual coffee cups from Central Perk from Friends and
Yeah.
Seinfeld stuff, of course.
I know you can go to Central Perk. They have like a little setup. I don't know where it is, but
Yeah, it might be there for all I
yeah,
know.
I just
There
don't
should be
remember
a
where it
Monk's.
was, but they had
Yeah.
the
I kind of kept an eye out for Monks, but I don't know if it
Tom's
still
Restaurant.
looks the same. Yeah. I saw some
You
places.
did pass by the Soup Nazi.
Yeah, I passed by
Yeah.
the original Soup Man, air quotes, which I knew immediately. That's the Soup Nazi, the guy that inspired the character of the Soup Nazi on Seinfeld. And I passed by that on the way to the final stop, I guess, in my trip to New York, which was the combination GameStop / Think Geek store, where I bought this Gundam hat that I'm wearing.
Because you all can't see.
Yeah, and never will see. I'll probably post a picture of the capybara wearing it on Instagram.
Because you're
Please
all about
do.
that Instagram.
Yeah, and the capybara. But yeah, I was like, I spent enough money. I don't want to get anything else. And then I saw the Gundam hat, and I was like, well, shit. I'm gonna
Spend
buy
enough
that.
money, but I want to buy something else.
But I want to buy that. Yeah, I don't want to buy anything
I
else.
still need gas to get home, but I love this hat.
But I really like this hat.
But whatever, I'll walk
Yeah, and the great thing
to
was
Canada.
when I got. I mean, I'm kind of
Forgot my passport,
there.
You have to walk back to Kentucky.
Yeah, get
Yeah.
a flight,
And
to
then
Canada.
figure out how to fly back to Canada.
Yeah.
No money.
You use the propellers on that hat.
Yeah, I mean, I got it turns me into an actual Gundam. I assume.
Yeah.
Well, there's probably a button on here that does that.
It's still new to you, so you haven't figured it all out
Go
yet.
go Gundam.
Yeah, and then that was pretty much it for the New York trip. After that, couple like so many days later, we went to Philly, which
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
Born and raised.
Philadelphia.
Yeah, we got some Flipadelphian-ing going on. I got to eat at Mac's Tavern. Sponsor us.
Yeah. We love It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah, it's a great show. The place was really nice, unlike the bar in the show. Of course, there was a framed jersey of Chase Utley, or a framed Chase Utley jersey. A whole wall of just pictures of the gang and presumably their time hanging out in that bar. The music was just kind of standard. You know, it wasn't sunny
It'll
music.
just be all
unfortunately.
80s.
I know.
Bunch of Rick Astley.
It's a shame,
That
but
one White Snake song.
yeah. I think it's actually, unfortunately, I think it's actually just meant to function as an actual bar, not just a huge reference to the show. But it was close enough, and it was still really nice seeing the place.
I'm sure
that,
plenty of people do go
Rob.
there that don't know.
Oh yeah,
They're just like, oh, who are those guys are the owners?
yeah, but yeah, I mean, it was still nice
Is
to
it
go to the
Charlie
place
Day?
that the place that Rob McElhenney actually owns, and the food was really great there. I had a buffalo chicken cheesesteak, and it was delicious. I was really filling. Fries were good. I had a whiskey and Coke. It was pretty strong, but it was good.
What kind of whiskey?
I don't know. But I was like, I figure I'm going to the sunny bar.
You have to drink.
I have to get some kind of alcohol.
Should have gotten the Blue Hole.
They didn't have it on there, really. Of all the things, that should have been on there. But, yeah, I guess it's a really, really good, like, just bar and grill type place. If my only complaint was that it wasn't just a huge Sunny joke, but I get it. Yeah. I'm still glad to have been there, and then
he's got to have something to fall back on.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like this whole
at like
direct
25th season.
Yeah, because he won't have enough money saved from directing all of these movies by then. And I got to see the sights of in Philly. I got to see the Liberty Bell. Got to see Ben Franklin's grave. Betsy Ross house. I got to check out Chinatown. It smells like fish.
Or Teen Spirit.
No, just fish.
Which also happens to smell like fish.
Yeah, I've never smelled Teen Spirit, but it might smell like fish.
A little bit.
Yeah. Checked out a local comic shop there. It was pretty good. Didn't buy any comics, but I did buy a Gundam and Snot Girl. Yeah, so I did buy a comic.
Snot Girl's by Brian Lee O'Malley, isn't it?
Yeah, I didn't know that, but then I saw that on the cover and I was like, oh, maybe I should check this out.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it.
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah. When I got back to where I'd parked, I found out that I had got a parking violation ticket.
Which is what you experienced.
Yeah.
That
was, all this was building up to
what I'm going to experience is I'm going to pay it.
I did. It was $51. I was going to pay it online.
You should have just left. They would have never known.
Probably.
Since you won't be back for a while.
Yeah,
but you're not even a citizen.
Yeah.
So you probably didn't even violate anything. They probably just knew that you were Canadian. Like,
look at this out of state, out of country guy.
Yeah. But fitting. I go to Max and get blasted in the ass by the government.
Yeah.
The Democrat.
It was part of the experience.
It's just one big ass blast. Yeah. I mean, it was just $51. That's not really bad for a ticket, honestly.
It's gas money, man.
Yeah.
Money you didn't need to spend there.
I paid it when I got back, so I was like, well, if I don't have enough, then just fucking deal with it, Philly. After that, I got to go to
the government.
Yeah. And after that, I got to go to actually the Dave & Buster's from Sunny. Like, it's definitely the one. I've sent pictures of it. It's, if you look at it from the outside and compare to the exterior shots, it's the same one. I think I'm going to sneeze, maybe not. Nope.
Hey.
Yeah. You don't edit that out. People need to know my plight of not sneezing.
We're humans here.
Yeah.
A lot of times people listen to
not
podcasts and they think
we're just like
those
voices.
guys are gods.
Yeah.
No,
I am
we're
one.
people.
I am one, but I'm a fallible god that sneezes.
I am not an animal.
But yeah, Dave & Buster's was great. Pretty much if you've gone to any kind of like Gaddy's type arcade place, but they serve alcohol, which was awesome.
Just the more grown-up version.
Yeah, because there's
Once you
signs.
graduate from Gaddy's, you
Yeah,
have to move on.
There's signs everywhere that say like minors must be accompanied by an adult at all times. So it's really
A drinking adult.
yeah, obviously. Yeah, I got to play a bunch of the games there. I won a Batman and some like soda candy that like actually fizzes on your tongue. It's weird, but it's cool. It kind of turns your saliva into soda.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm interested.
I'll bring some next time we hang out.
Ooh, I'm even more interested.
Let's just do some tonight.
Yeah.
I'm feeling frisky.
I guess that's what I experienced.
Where are you
for the
going
most part.
next?
Yeah. I don't know, space. I keep saying I'm going to go there. I might as well do it.
Alright. It's gonna be experience in space.
Yeah.
I guess that wraps up this.
I'm actually going to experience Mobile Suit Gundam Iron Blooded Orphan Season 2 starting in October.
But
This season's really good. It's really brutal.
Queens.
I'm not going to let you just wrap it up.
You're really brutal.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know what needed to be brutal? Magnificent Seven.
Yeah.
Way to bring it back.
Yeah.
Also,
Don't totally disagree, but I did enjoy them.
feel free to check out Reverend Spaceman's channel at Reverend Spaceman.
Some things brewing over there.
Yeah, got some stuff going on there with.
If you enjoy controversy.
I haven't really posted any on there yet, actually.
Yes.
It's all on my Twitter and Instagram.
And two guys who haven't seen a lot of movies.
Seeing movies
that you've seen already.
Yeah.
Yeah, and their thoughts. It's pretty entertaining.
Yeah. And they need more views.
Except the times when it's not entertaining.
So, go check out his
It's
channel.
either entertaining or it's not. It's definitely
When it's
always
not,
one of those
there's times
things.
that it's not entertaining.
Yeah.
So go do that, and then also follow the Pasty Pale Pro on
Twitter.
So that's the Twitter.
Been somewhat more active with it.
Yeah.
Check me out on
Dave-
Instagram at Reverend Spaceman.
Yeah. Dave will be more active.
Got
Then
Gundams
also
on there.
feel free to check out the
hope you
Pasty Pale
like
Productions
Gundams.
Facebook page.
I really
To
like
get
Gundams.
updates and news and all that stuff about the channel, what's going on. Also, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Really helps us out here at the channel. And
Or
follow-
don't.
If you want to advertise out there,
Yeah.
if any
We can be
advertisers are listening,
Yeah.
Also,
please don't hesitate.
if you hit the dislike button, I mean, we feed off of your negativity, so go for it.
One of us might cry.
We'll find you.
One of the four of us.
One of us.
The other three,
I'm
we
not
feed
gonna.
off.
I'm not gonna say who, but it's probably Dave.
I will relapse into hard drugs.
Not
So,
again.
so don't dislike
It
us.
doesn't take much because I'm not trying very hard.
You can dislike my videos all the fuck you want.
But if you don't want
The freedom of choice you get.
Yeah.
if you don't want Dave to relapse on drugs again,
Hard drugs.
hard.
But if you do want Dave to relapse,
But
It's
hey,
a lot
hey,
of fun.
the comeback's gonna be even greater.
For everyone
though.
but my
That's
kids.
true.
The comeback
Yeah.
will be well worth the wait.
Exactly.
and man, the podcast we get out of him when he's on those drugs.
A lot of them have not been released, but
Yeah.
That's
'Cause they
half
don't-
of the vault right there.
it's,
They're incoherent and
it's like it's kind of bad because if we release them, it's kind of bringing back bad memories for you,
Yeah.
but it's also kind of make us famous at the same time.
And there
once
were,
I die, which
and
you
for
know,
for
like,
everyone who's not you,
probably
they
at
were
least
pretty
5
fun.
years.
well, you've
you
got
know,
you've got about 2.5, 3 years. 'cause
Yeah.
once
Yeah.
till you're 27.
tops.
Yeah.
So
Something like that.
Yeah.
You want to join that club?
that's the goal.
The magnificent
You want to go to
27.
that 27 heaven?
But with that being
the way
said,
to do it.
until next time, everyone. Cheers.
You don't just get